All right, YouTubers, back at you again. This is Rodney with Wealth Building Tip number 14. Just always like to leave you with these three things to think about. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. House and wealth comes from the father. And thirdly, children do not save for the parents, but the parents for the children. Right. So just like to leave you with that. Got to have that mindset why we want to build wealth. Wealth is not for us alone. Wealth is a tool that we want to have to be able to help others. So we want to be able to share and leave something for our children's children, also for help our friends, give to our community. There's many reasons why wealth is a good thing. So let me just give you the title of this wealth building tip. Don't listen to dream killers. Don't listen to dream killers. And who are dream killers? There are people that don't have dreams of their own and want you to walk away from yours. Let me say that again. Dream killers are those people who do not have dreams for themselves and want you to walk away from your dreams. Those are dream killers. These people are people that we think know a lot about a lot of stuff, know everything, but in actuality, nobody knows everything. And so we have to take the information from other sources other than our family and friends. And these are people that we listen to. They're family members, they're friends, and they believe that they're trying to help you from being hurt, but they're actually hurting you because you're trying to get someplace. Unless they have an alternative for you to be able to reach your goal, then you don't want to take that advice. It's easier to say, no, you ought not do it. And you're trying to get to someplace, you're trying to build wealth, then so okay, give me a plan to get to where I want to go. If you're saying this won't work, then give me a plan that will work. They don't have one. They just tell you don't do it because they think you're trying, they're trying to help you. And we follow them because why? We think our friends have our best interest in mind. I've heard so many times, well, I never heard of this. I never heard of that. I'm going to let my friend, I'm going to let my son, I'm going to let my daughter check it out and see what they say when they come back. And then I'll give you my answer, whatever the case may be. We are relying on others to fulfill our dreams when they may have no idea what's going on. Someone may say, I never heard of that company. I never heard of that. Do you know all Fortune 500 companies? Do you know them all? Do you know all of the Fortune 400, 300? I can just go down the line. Do you know all the companies are in the world? No. So because you haven't heard of something doesn't mean that it does not exist. Things exist before we may even hear of them, even before they get on a big scale, or we will never hear about them because all you got to do is say, list me the top 300, the top 50 Fortune 500. And I tell you, once you get down to the third one, you probably, or fourth one, you probably haven't heard of those companies, but yet they're legitimate. There are a lot of things that people have not heard of or don't know about that's good. There's a lot of people didn't hear about Bitcoin until Bitcoin was $35 a coin, $65 a coin. But when it was 10 cents, you didn't hear about it. So not hearing about something does not make it illegitimate. And everybody don't know everything. So we have to stop listening to dream killers, even though they have their best, our best interests in heart. They don't know it all. You have to go to the source. Well, how do you know that? Well, I'm sitting in the boardroom. That's how I know. I'm telling you what's taking place right now. I'm just giving an example, but we'll go outside and Google something from sources that we don't even know who they are. We don't even know why they're writing what they're writing. What is their motive of writing it? We will take that information and think it's the gospel and respond to that and they say, well, you ought not to do that. And the first thing we say, well, I read on here and there, and I read this and that, and they say, well, I ought not do it, so I'm not going to do it. Who are those people who are telling you not to pursue their dreams? You have to research the researcher to find out why that person is telling you what they're telling you. But we don't do that. We don't take in-depth study or research. We just surface it and call it research. You have to get into it and say, okay, let me go to the source. You're telling me this is good. I'm going to go to the source and ask the source, why is this good? And then I have knowledge enough to be able to make a good decision based on what I know to be in a fact, to be the best fact that I can have. And that's what we have to do. Stop allowing people to steal your dreams, to kill your dreams, especially when you have a dream and you're trying to go someplace. Does that mean that everything gonna work? That doesn't mean everything gonna work. But what will happen, you will learn from your experience until you find and know what you're looking for. It took me a while to find what I was looking for. And what I was looking for, it took a while to get to that point. In other words, I had to see some things that I didn't like. I saw some things that I liked, and I said, this is what I'm looking for, and I'm looking for this specifically. And if I find this, I have a better chance of achieving my goal, to achieving my dreams that I have for myself. So I eliminated that, and now I know what I'm looking for through experiences. Now I'm able to take that and run with it. And that's what we want to be able to do. So when we're looking to build wealth, don't listen to people that don't have a desire to build wealth. We go to people, what do they know about building wealth? What do they have in their lives? What mechanism, what things are they doing to build wealth? They may not have wealth at that point, because there is always a starting point where someone is starting out, and they can give you a wealth of information and say, this is what I am doing, this is my research, and I'm moving in that direction, so that you can understand, one, that they don't know it all. So you may have an idea, you may have read something, you may have seen something, somebody may have told you something that they may have not read, they have not seen, and was not told. You can put those things together to try to get to where you want to go. But make sure that they give you a game plan to go someplace where you're trying to go. When you're talking to somebody that's not trying to get what you want, then you don't need to get advice from them, because they know nothing about it. So don't, keep listening to people that want to rob you of your dreams. I know that they care about you. I know that they're your friends and family members, but everybody don't know everything. You got to go to the source. If you want to build wealth, then you need to start seeking people who have a desire to build wealth, have built wealth, have an understanding what it takes to build wealth, and then follow them. I'm here to tell you right now, the things that I've laid out in the other videos together is going to give you enough focus or understanding or insight of the things that you need to become in order to obtain wealth. And one of those things is to stop listening to dream killers. Hey, smash that like button, subscribe, leave a comment. In my description box, I'm going to leave you a program that will help you begin building wealth. I have multiples streams of income that we use. One, I have my own business. I got brick and mortar. I, I got that. Do that. I got that. So what I'm saying is, I'm not talking from a place of I think I know. I know that I know, because I'm in the middle of all that. So I'm talking from experience. And those are just one of the things, programs that I'm putting on my description box for you to click on. I'm going to be coming out with another one later on, but it's going to be later on. But you got to start someplace. So take care until I put out another video. Keep building wealth.